The Cuyahoga County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, March 25th, 2025 will please come to order. And in light of the lighter attendance today, I'm not going to read the full opening statement, but just make everyone aware that all of the warnings usually in effect, that are usually made are still in effect. And I would ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Good afternoon, everyone. As a reminder to all in attendance, this meeting is being recorded and live streamed on the county's YouTube page. Ms. Conwell? Mr. Jones?
Here.
Ms. Turner?
Present.
Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Ms. Simon?
Here.
Mr. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Sweeney?
Present.
Mr. Castleberry?
Here.
Mr. Gallagher?
Here.
Mr. Schlepper?
Here.
Council President Miller?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now have a moment of silent personal reflection to meditate on whatever is in your heart. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Has anybody signed in?
Daryl Houston?
How's everybody doing? My name is Daryl Houston, and I live in Bedford Heights, Ohio. I'm still concerned, and I still want to talk about property taxes. I went through the process, appealed, and I was denied based on the same allegations that 3 years ago you gave me. You gave me a brief 3 years ago, then you turn back around under the same circumstances and you deny me and you take my property taxes up twice as much as it's worth now. So it's not Columbus issue, it's this building issue. It's the process that you guys use. It's an unfair and biased process because I met all the requirements for my house to stay the same. And there's no explanation for that. And I'm asking for one as a taxpayer, as a citizen, as a law-abiding citizen, as a business owner, multiple properties. And I'm asking for this panel to at least investigate the processes of Cuyahoga County building. I need you guys to investigate that because as a resident, as a taxpayer, and these people sitting back here, and even you guys, we cannot continue to go forward with this broken system when it comes to property taxes. We can't. And I'm asking for help. I'm asking for all of you guys to investigate it for Cuyahoga County. We all live in Cuyahoga County. And we, the people, are asking you to consider looking into it aggressively because I'm looking into it aggressively. I want to see the percentage of houses that's staying dormant and the houses that's going up. And I don't, thank you.
Dale Snyder?
Hello, Cuyahoga County Council. My name is Dale Snyder. Again, nice to see y'all again.
My questions and concerns is pretty much the same. As the last time I was up here, I did have some questions about the 80 million that was in conjunction with, I believe, Lake County. I believe Councilwoman Simon had said that there was an energy development program. I have not been able to find a way to find out about that program. I do have some people that want to be a part of that workforce, want to be trained, and want to move in that wave of the future of the technology that they have for solar paneling, I believe. So that was a concern. There was also another concern driving in the neighborhood on 140th and Durkee. I believe there are big paneling that's just cut out in the street, and it's just been cut out for a while, and it's tearing up a couple vehicles. But other than that, again, thank you for your time. Appreciate your services.
Marlene Weinstein.
My name is Marlene Weinstein. I am a Cuyahoga County resident. I want to give a thank you to law enforcement who provide security and safety at these meetings. I recently learned that $2 million of the remaining $13 million of Israel bonds held by Cuyahoga County will mature on December 1st, 2025. As that date approaches, we can expect increasing attendance at Cuyahoga County Council meetings from both the pro-Palestinian group and from the Jewish community. In preparation, I want to offer a Jewish listener's perspective on some commonly used pro-Palestinian slogans. Globalize the Intifada, violence against Jews everywhere. Free Palestine, destruction of Israel and its inhabitants. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. A call for the annihilation of Israel and its people. Despite the hate and hostility expressed by the pro-Palestinian group, I continue to attend every council meeting that I can. Why? I stand for myself as a Jew. I stand for my community. I strive to make the world a better place for my children. I fight anti-Semitism and divestment from Israel. The Holocaust didn't start with gas chambers. It started with words, with lies, with mobs, with silence. I urge you as our elected leaders, use your voices and stand for what is right. Do not yield to demands for divestment. Thank you.
Sherry Sachs.
Good afternoon. My name is Sherry Sachs, a 44-year resident of Cuyahoga County. I reviewed all Cuyahoga County's Investment Advisory Committee quarterly minutes currently on the website. Over the past year, the $100 million shortfall was never mentioned. Meter Investment, our consultant, is a national leader providing public entity leaders with best solutions. In each meeting, quote, the Meter team identified the current strategy of investing matured bonds into longer-term investments to lock in higher interest rates characterized by our current investment environment. Meter is continuing to look at opportunities to swap low-interest bonds with higher bonds, end quote. On January 25, 2024, it was noted, quote, the Treasury team had increased the investment in Israeli bonds and identified the plan to invest a further $6 million in Israel bonds. This is because Israel bonds had and still has one of the highest interest rates that greatly benefits Cuyahoga County. However, on April 25, 5 people, quote, expressed their desire to see the county abstain from investing in investment vehicles from the state of Israel, end quote, without a reason. October 24, a person, quote, identified the sanctions the Biden administration placed on the state of Israel, stated there are various reputational risks involved in investing in Israel bonds with no reason. Regardless of failing to reinvest in Israel bonds, It could be interpreted to be in violation of the Ohio Revised Code, with liquidity serving as a convenient excuse. A complete about-face from the January 2024 decision to increase this foreign investment to the 2% threshold, completely out of alignment with the Meter team's consistent strategy and divestment by attrition from Israel. Something just doesn't add up. Thank you.
Essie Williams.
President Miller and fellow County Council members, good afternoon. My name is Essie Williams. I reside in Ward 2 in this great city of Cleveland. I'm representing the elderly living in substandard housing, the least, the lost, the left out, and the voiceless. However, today I came alone because I didn't want to be accused of didn't want us to be accused of creating a disturbance. And I have a couple of concerns. My main concern is public money going to the Haslam Group. So they're talking about city money, county money, and state money. All of these funds belong to the citizens of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, and the state of Ohio. And I do have a question. Now, does the Haslam Group plan to take us to court to make us pay $1.2 billion as well as their legal fees for the stadium that they are planning to build? Now, when the Haslams used the Modell Law, they purchased a team in Columbus, but they are fighting Cleveland tooth and nail. And I'm regressing a little bit. Cleveland residents are still paying $762,000 every year for the present stadium, and we will be paying that amount until 2028. However, the Haslam Group is only paying $250,000, and that's a big, big, big difference, and I can't imagine who negotiated that contract. I have another question. If the Haslams are successful in moving their stadium to Brook Park, where will the funds come from to demolish the present stadium? Thank you very much, and I'll have to come back and finish the rest.
That concludes the public comment portion for today's meeting.
Thank you very much. The next item is approval of the minutes, March 11, 2025 Committee of the Whole meeting and the March 11, 2025 regular meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. I have no announcements, and I would call upon the Chief of Staff to see if there are any announcements on behalf of the executive.
Thank you, Mr. President. No announcements this evening. Thank you.
Okay. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of resolutions of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2025-0113, awarding a total sum not to exceed $15,000 to the Cleveland Restoration Society for the East Cleveland Heritage Home Program from the District 2 and District 3 ARPA Community Grant Funds.
Refer to the Community Development and Housing Committee.
Resolution 2025-0114, awarding a total sum not to exceed $125,000 to the Village of Walton Hills for the Walton Hills Event Center and Bay Storage Facility roof replacement from the District 6 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Refer to the Community Development and Housing Committee.
Resolution 2025-0115, awarding a total sum not to exceed $20,000 to the Kings and Queens of Art for the Overcoming Darkness and Defying Stereotypes project from the District 7 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Refer to the Education, Environment, and Sustainability Committee.
Resolution 2025-0116, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
Refer to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading. Each of these items, after being read into the record, will move to the April 8th, 2025 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2025-0081, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to the Black Environmental Leaders Association for the Jacqueline E. Gillian Annual Scholarship Celebration from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund. Resolution 2025-0097, awarding a total sum not to exceed $20,000 to Swing Phi Swing Social Fellowship, Inc., Greater Cleveland Chapter for the Mentoring Achieves Positive Pupils program from the District 3 ARPA Community Grant Fund. Resolution 2024-0098, awarding a total sum not to exceed $35,000 to Food Strong for the Superior Avenue Community Farm Restoration and Development Project from Districts 3 and District 11 ARPA Community Grant Funds. Resolution 2025-0100, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to CHN Housing Partners for the Louise C. Stokes Scholar House Project from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund. Resolution 2025-0101, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to SOS Strengthening Our Students for the SOS Ignite 360 programs from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Consideration of resolutions of council for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2024-0396, awarding a total sum not to exceed $250,000 to the Murtis Taylor Human Services System for the Students of Promise Leadership Academy from the District 8 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Move to adopt. So this matter was heard in the Education Committee, and I'll defer to the sponsor.
All right. Thank you, Madam Chair. This award, again, for Students of Promise Leadership Academy, this organization, this council has heard me speak on it so often, so it's not a lot for me to say, other than that they continue to do good work to service our children, starting with 9th grade through high school, helping them to remain in place. And Murtis Taylor is a well-known institution. And this partnership is a stellar partnership. So I ask for my colleagues' support.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0071, awarding a total sum not to exceed $5,000 to the Case Western Reserve University Office for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusive Engagement for the two-day experience to empower Black women from the District 9 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Move to adopt. I'll defer to the sponsor.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Yes, so this event has happened already. It was an amazing two-day experience at Case Western Reserve University. I was proud to attend and ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0082, awarding a Community Development Grant Award in the amount not to exceed $300,000 to JSAC LLC for the creation of the Africa Town Plaza Art and Cultural Center, located at the former YMCA Cedar Branch, located at 7515 Cedar Avenue in the city of Cleveland.
Move to adopt.
Second.
The Africa Town Plaza, again, is the creation, the entity that will now fill the void in the YMCA building on East 75th and Cedar Avenue in Cleveland. This facility had been a mainstay in our community for years, helping young men and women. We all know the YMCA. To have this developer come in and redevelop this building for a multi-million-dollar project is a godsend to this community. It fills a void. There will be housing. There will be access for the community, cultural art. They will have an impact not only on this location, but in the development of properties in the community, creating affordable housing, and actually developing individuals. The developer has talked about an opportunity for mentoring of individuals to be developers like himself. So I would call that an apprenticeship. And there's just nothing but good things that are going to come from this transformative project. So again, I really ask for my colleagues' support on this project.
I agree that this is an exciting and transformational project, and it's very well put together. The county is going to assist with this $300,000 grant and a $450,000 loan from economic development. But these investments leverage a several $1 million project, and I would like to ask that my name be added as a co-sponsor of the resolution.
Thank you, Mr.
And
President.
is there any further discussion?
Council President, can you add my name to that, please?
Okay. Please add the councilman's name. All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Legislation introduced by the executive. Consideration of resolutions for first reading adoption under suspension of the rules. May I have a motion to suspend the rules requiring referral to committee and 3 readings?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2025-0117, amending the 2024-2025 biennial operating budget for 2025 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, appropriation transfers, and cash transfers, as well as amending resolution number R 2025-0083, dated February 25th, 2025.
Move to adopt. Mr. President and colleagues, this resolution is the regular fiscal agenda budget amendment. Answers to our questions from OBM are in front of you. This resolution is our routine additional appropriations, cash transfers, and appropriation transfers. There is the additional appropriation of $3.1 million to hold the election this spring for the special election for the state of Ohio ballot issue. The other items are routine and cover several grants. I urge my colleagues to support this resolution. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0118, approving a collective bargaining agreement between Cuyahoga County and American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Ohio Council 8, AFL-CIO, Local 3631, representing approximately 92 employees in one classification in the Cuyahoga County Public Defender's Office, under the direction of the Chief Public Defender, for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2027.
This item was previously discussed in executive session. Council will take no action on this item.
Resolution 2025-0130, authorizing Title 4D cooperative agreements with various providers in the total amount not to exceed $11,504,177.09 for child support services for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025 for the various providers listed items A through E.
Second.
Routine contracts with the prosecutor's office and other for child support services, so I ask my colleagues for their support.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2025-0119, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Arthur B. Hill to serve on the Cuyahoga County Corrections Planning Board for the term January 2nd, 2025 through January 1st, 2028.
Refer to the Human Resources Appointments and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2025-0120, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Dean P. Jenkins to serve on the Cuyahoga County Corrections Planning Board for the term January 2nd, 2025 through January 1st, 2028.
Refer to Human Resources, and I would like to ask that my name be added as a sponsor.
Resolution 2025-0121, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Suzanne E. Hamilton to serve on the Cuyahoga County Community Improvement Corporation Board of Trustees for the term March 10th, 2024 through March 9th, 2027.
Refer to Human Resources.
Resolution 2025-0122, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Michael Obie to serve on the Cuyahoga County Community Improvement Corporation Board of Trustees for the term January 2nd, 2025 through January 1st, 2028.
Refer to Human Resources.
Resolution 2025-0123, confirming the county executive's appointment of Alan K. Neville to serve on the City of Cleveland Cuyahoga County Workforce Development Board for an unexpired term ending June 30th, 2026.
Refer to Human Resources.
Resolution 2025-0124, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Catherine N. Belk to serve on the City of Cleveland Cuyahoga County Workforce Development Board for the term July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2027.
Refer to Human Resources, and please add my name.
Resolution 2025-0125, confirming the designation of Maximilian Upton to serve as the alternate to Mayor Nicole Daly Jones on the Cuyahoga County Planning Commission, representing the West Shore region for the term ending December 31st, 2025.
Refer to Human Resources.
Mr. President, please add my name to that.
Thank you.
Resolution 2025-0126, making an award on requisition 15371 to Advanced Server Management Group, Inc., in the amount not to exceed $1,100,000 for the print management services for the period April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2028.
Refer to the Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2025-0127, making an award on requisition 14966 to Browning Ferris Industries of Ohio, doing business as Republic Services of Elyria, in the amount not to exceed $866,787.76 for waste removal services at various county buildings, effective upon contract signature of all parties for the period April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2028.
Refer to Public Works.
Resolution 2025-0128, authorizing a purchase order to the Metro Health System in the amount not to exceed $1,600,000 for reimbursement of off-site medical services for inmates for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Refer to the Public Safety and Justice Affairs Committee.
Resolution 2025-0129, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry for operations and case management services for a 400-bed men's emergency shelter located at 2100 Lakeside Avenue in the City of Cleveland, and for facilitation and coordination of overflow shelter services for single adults and families at various locations for the period January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2024, to extend the time period to October 31st, 2025, to update Exhibit 3 to include Exhibits 3D for the budget and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $4,591,000.
Refer to the Health, Human Services, and Aging Committee. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules requiring the third reading?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of suspending the rules say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2025-0044, authorizing the county executive to sign a petition in support of continuing the Downtown Cleveland Improvement District, requesting that certain county properties be included in the district.
Move to adopt.
Second. Mr. President and colleagues, this item was heard in the Economic Development Committee on Tuesday, March 18th. This legislation enables Cuyahoga County to opt in as a participant to the already existing structure to provide support for safety and maintenance services for the residents in the downtown district. After much needed and robust discussions and clarity on several questions posed by the committee, the administration and Downtown Cleveland, Inc. answered those questions accordingly. Therefore, I ask for my colleagues' support in passing this legislation.
Any further discussion?
Mr. President?
Ms. Simon.
I just want to let colleagues know there was a legal issue that was brought to our attention, whether the county can actually do what we're attempting to do with this resolution. Our law director or assistant law director said that it is legal, and I just want to let council know that there's a possibility that that might come back to us.
Okay. Anything else? Hearing none, all those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Opposed.
Okay. One opposed? Okay. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0103, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Gina M. Vernacey to serve on the Cuyahoga Arts and Culture Board of Trustees for the term April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2028.
Any discussion?
No, this is heard and thoroughly reviewed and unanimously passed out of the committee. I ask my colleagues to support.
Okay. All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0104, confirming the county executive's appointment of Mary Jo Tipping to serve on the Cuyahoga County Public Defender Commission for the term January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2028.
Is there
So
a
moved.
motion to?
Second.
This was also heard in the Appointments Committee and passed out unanimously. She's going to do a great job, and I ask my colleagues to support this recommendation.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Council President, may I clarify who made the motion?
Sweeney.
Thank you. And who seconded? Thank you. If you guys could make sure that you speak louder into the microphone, please. Thank you. Resolution 2025-0105, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Gordon Friedman to serve on the Cuyahoga County Public Defender Commission for the term January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2028.
So moved. This is also thoroughly was heard and passed unanimously. Mr. Friedman brings a wealth of knowledge to this particular commission, and I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Ms. Conwell, if you could make sure you speak louder into the microphone. Thank you. Resolution 2025-0106, confirming the county executive's appointment of Robert S. Chalupka to serve on the Commission on Human Rights for the term March 1st, 2025 through February 28, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
This is heard and unanimously passed out of committee. This gentleman was very impressive, and it's the Commission on Human Rights have been kind of dormant for a while, and he made a commitment that he's going to focus on it and have the commission do all the things that it was intended to do when it was created by this council. So thank you, and I ask my colleagues to support this.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0107, approving right-of-way exhibits as set forth in plat number M6002 for the construction of a sewer extension of approximately 0.76 miles and reconstruction and rehabilitation of 1.5 miles of Fitch Road from south of Cranich Road to the township line in Olmsted Township.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This request for approval of right-of-way along 3/4 of Fitch Road will impact 26 parcels of residential housing. $20,000 is set aside to compensate the residents at just a little under $1,000 per person. There will be new sidewalks added. The bid for the actual work will come out later this summer. Construction will begin in the fall, and it will be completed in 2026. And I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0108, approving right-of-way exhibits as set forth in plat number M6004 for rehabilitation of Lee Road Bridge number 00.77 over Mill Creek in the city of Maple Heights.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This particular request for right-of-way leads to a $2.2 million project. It impacts 3 parcels, and they will start in the fall of this year and be completed in 2026. So I ask for my colleagues' support as well.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0109, and making an award on requisition 14550 to various vendors in the total amount not to exceed $3 million for janitorial, chemical cleaning supplies, and paper supplies, effective upon signatures of all parties for a period of 3 years for vendors A through B.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This contract is a master contract. It was historically 4 different contracts rooted in what was just read in terms of janitorial, chemical cleaning supplies, paper supplies. It is, again, now merged into one master contract, and all county-owned buildings are covered in this contract. So I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0110, making an award on requisition 15527 to Roniak Paving, Inc. in the amount not to exceed $2,538,569.85 for resurfacing of Rockside Road from East 140th Street to Westerly Approach slab of the bridge over Norfolk Southern Railroad in the city of Maple Heights, effective upon contract signatures of all parties through the project's completion.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This award to the Roniak Paving Company for amount of a little over $2.5 million comes well under the estimated bid of $3.3 million. There were 7 bidders, and again, Roniak was the winner. The city of Maple Heights will contribute 10% towards this. The county provides 10%. There is a 7% federal DEI goal attached to this project that will be met as well. So I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0111, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with the City of Berea in the amount not to exceed $975,000 for sanitary and storm sewer maintenance located in County Sewer District Number 8 for the period April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2026.
Move to adopt. And again, this is a revenue-generating agreement to repair sewer issues, and I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0112, making an award on requisition 14216 to Caremark PCS Health LLC in the amount not to exceed $123,742,902.80 for pharmacy benefit management services for county employees and their eligible dependents for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2027.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd ask my colleagues to support this.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2025-0077, amending Resolution Number 2024-0375, dated November 12, 2024, which authorized affordable housing loans to various organizations in the total amount not to exceed $4,550,000 for the Affordable Housing Gap Financing Program to convert the $200,000 affordable housing loan for Lutheran Metropolitan Ministries to a grant.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion?
This is a housing loan that will support affordable housing across the county. I ask for my name as a sponsor and I ask for my colleagues to support.
Mr. Chair, can I have my name added?
Yes, please.
Please add my
the-
name as well.
Okay, please add the
Duly noted.
names. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And the resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2025-0094, authorizing a subgrant agreement with the City of Painesville in the amount not to exceed $80,665,500 to implement clean energy and nature-based solutions approved as part of the EPA Climate Pollution Reduction Grant. Work plan for installation of a large solar array and a battery system, including brownfield reforestation work for the period October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2029.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This matter was heard in committee, and we heard testimony about the value and transformational aspect of this grant. This is one component with the city, Painesville, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. We already approved one contract. This is the second. This is the grant that disappeared out of our account with the Trump administration, froze everything on a Tuesday. So it's come and gone a couple times, but it's here, and we're hoping to continue on with this project. And it's value is just immeasurable. So I ask for your support.
Any further discussion?
Please add my name to this, please.
Okay, please add the councilman's name.
Schlepper?
Turner.
Okay.
And Turner.
Okay. Is there no further discussion? All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The resolution is adopted. Next item is miscellaneous committee reports. We'll start with Councilman Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. There is no economic development meeting.
HR and appointments will meet at its regularly scheduled time.
Safety, Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Operations, IT, and Transportation, April 15th at 3 o'clock.
Health and Human Services, April 2nd, regular scheduled time at 1 o'clock.
Public Works will meet at their regular scheduled time, Wednesday, 10 a.m. for the item, to deal with the items addressed today.
Finance and Budgeting will meet on Tuesday, March 31st at 1 p.m. OBM will present the 2024 year-end actuals, and they will discuss the administration's efforts to reduce the projected 2025 general fund deficit.
Community Development and Housing will meet this Monday at 9:30.
And Education will meet Wednesday, the 2nd at 3.
And is there any miscellaneous business?
Mr. President,
Yes.
championship march in Ohio wasn't very good to Northeast Ohio, unfortunately, but Lutheran East did win championship in basketball to become the first, I believe, back-to-back champion, and I believe they're out of Cleveland Heights. So congratulations to the boys at Lutheran East.
Council President? Our
Yes.
next regularly scheduled meeting, taking place on Tuesday, April 8th at 5 p.m., has been moved to 3 p.m. due to the Guardians opening game.
Thank you. We're moving that start time so that the meeting is not going to end at the same time that the game is ending, and we would be jammed up leaving the meeting. So, any other miscellaneous business? Hearing none, nothing else is before us, so